Hello, it's Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. For those of you who are here for the first time, I really want to welcome you. And for those of you who frequently return from time to time, I'm really happy that you find a little something here that's inspiring enough to keep coming back. And as you can probably tell by the title of this, that we're going to talk a little bit today about harvesting images for ephemera from books. That can be a little controversial, I know. But again, we are collectors. We collect these things especially to give them a new life. And I'm not going to apologize for that. And I'm going to encourage you that if you have books that, maybe are, have seen their better day, they're a little bit, a little bit outdated or a little bit, less loved than they were before, I would welcome you to, to consider, if no one's going to be reading them, consider going ahead and using some of the beautiful images. Some of the images are so nice compared to what we see today, that, the vintage items. This is such a cute image from a vintage children's encyclopedia. All of the, it was not a complete set. Some of them were missing, and, you get them for a song. No one's going to be reading them. So I'm going to be giving them new life using some of the images, and I have been for a while. This is not a new set of encyclopedias. Giving them new life in my journals where I see them, I see the images a little bit more often and can appreciate them. So I just wanted to go over a few things that I'm considering. I'm looking for some inspiration today, and this is one of the images that I pulled that I thought might be inspiring. And the glare on this book, I don't like to, that's why I put something over it. This book is not as old as it looks. It seems to be exceptionally patinaed, right? And that's probably, why I thought it was worth the 10 cents I spent on it. How old is this thing? 1967. It's 5 years younger than me. Anyway, I don't know if it's possible that this was made to look patinaed. I don't know. And I say that because of the sepia color in the ink. Everything's written in that sepia color. So maybe it was intentionally created to have this look. But there are a few, images in here. A lot of them, I probably wouldn't use that one. But there's a lot of them that are cute. I think this is hilarious. This kid right here, this young man, whizzing by on his bicycle. I don't think I'm inspired by it today, but there could be a day when that is pretty funny and inspiring to me, and I just might use it. Let's see, maybe closer to the back. This is cute. I thought I remembered some. Okay. I think this is a really cute. I probably would not use it as a double page, but look at all the little ducks in a row. This one I might consider using as a double page spread. Look at that. And sometimes, like this, you would have to choose. You would have to choose, You know, do you want this whole image, or, you know, or do you want what's on the back? Sometimes that's a dilemma in a book. This is a good image. This, I don't know, this looks like Dad for some reason. This mallard somehow looks like Dad. Cute. All right. I don't think that that one is going to happen today, but it's definitely going to happen. This I love. I'm not sure. I like both the chicken and the rooster. I like them together. So I'm not worried that this hen has been separated. I would just, you know, fussy cut her out and seamlessly put her down. I'm just not sure what I would do with them yet. Any thoughts or ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm not sure about the chickens yet. And I guess this is Peter Rabbit. This one also. This is from a pattern book, like this is to make a shirt and a purse. So check pattern books when you're in your local thrift stores for art patterns. And this also was, I guess, a pattern to make these really cute little Beatrix Potter animals. Look at Peter. How cute is he? He's a definite possibility. And my original thought was these three. These two images are also out of that children's encyclopedia. It just has such beautiful images. This one I love so much, and I've already started working on this one. I made a pocket out of it, and as a matter of fact, I've already stuffed something that I like into the pocket. And I want to make an entire spread. I don't know if it's only going to be 2 pages. I want to make an entire spread, Native American spread, and I don't really have anything else picked out yet to go with this. Wish I could have more art by that same artist. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And that leaves us, well, with a few things. This frog is gorgeous. I love the yellow. So I'm thinking maybe I'll work on that today. And I really want to work on this sooner or later. This is going to be just a gigantic floating pocket. Well, it's not going to be floating. It's going to be a flip, or I don't know, something. Anyway, those two. And this is a little bit off subject. This is something that I want to work with right away too. I printed this the other day. This is my favorite little map of the Forgotten Coast in Florida. My kids, my sons were there night before last, and they were spending the night on St. George Island. And while I was on the phone with them, I was doing a little journaling on the map. I sent them this map so that I could remind them where different things were. This is a really good place to see all the things. And I wrote right here about they stayed at an Airbnb on St. George Island, and the landlord sent them pictures and told them to beware, because it was pictures of black bear that's been prowling around the property. Someone was in the house that they're in, the Airbnb. Someone was on the front porch not too long ago and saw 3 bears. So that I was doing a little journaling about. Landlord said beware of the black bears. Anyway, I'm going to make a big pocket about that, and I probably have a lot of things to say about Florida's Forgotten Coast Highway. I love that, and that will make a good layout in my journal, because I have a lot of photos and stuff that I can stuff in pockets and add to that layout. So I don't know if we're going to have time to do that today, but let's start with the easy one. Now, I used some slow stitching, and I could do that again. Okay, I have the same thread. It's the same color. I could use that limey green color. And no, because it's limey green, I'm not going to do it. And I don't want to turn the camera off to go in a different room and get something else. So we are going to use glue. And then maybe see where the holes were from the staples in the book. Maybe I'll do something on that edge. That's what gave me the idea with the buffalo. That's what gave me the idea to do the stitching, is those holes that were already there. All right, we're going to be a pocket. It could be a top-loading pocket. Do we want to be a top-loading pocket? No, let's use this empty spot right here. All right, put our divot. And I don't really think this needs anything else. I look at some of these images and I just, at this point right now, I don't think this needs anything else. I think that it's perfect just the way it is. So maybe when I make the tags or whatever's going in there, I can do some, you know, some fussy cutting of something fun and put it in the pockets or somewhere else on the page, because this is not going to cover an entire page. Rachel the corners. Give a little distress. Okay, so how is everyone today? Everybody doing okay? The weekend's coming. It's Friday, late in the afternoon on Friday. Well, mid-afternoon on Friday. Anybody have any big weekend plans? I expect things will be a little quiet here. Hopefully I might get to, you know, see the kids. I say they're kids. My son just turned 40. The kids. How did the kids turn 40? His sister turned 39 2 days before he turned 40. So the kids aren't really the kids anymore. Yes, they are. They'll always be the kids. But still, 40. What does that make me? All right, this is going to be a simple one. How easy was that? And if I could think of anything else that this needed, I would do it, but it might make a, you know, a cute spot to do some, you know, some journaling. All right, and what? We'll need to have a hinge. I'm going to hinge it. Let's use this as a hinge. Okay, we have a few people that have joined our Facebook group, and I'm happy about that. At least it's up and it's running. I still haven't figured out how to link it here to my YouTube page, but I will. I guess it'll all come in time. It'll all come in time. What do I want to do? Okay, let's just do it like this. I hope some of you have decided to craft along with us. I know that Louise is making her Junkie Junk journal. And I think Linda will be making one, Linda Kay. If any of the others of you are crafting along with us, let us know. Come on over to the Facebook group. I can't link it, but I can tell you it's called The Eclectic Cottage Cafe. Come on over and show us what you're doing. Tell us in the comments below what it is that's on your desk. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that one the way it is. I could put some faux stitching around it, you know, with, as a matter of fact, well, let me get, no, I don't have the right, I don't know what I want to use. Well, decisions. Let's just do it. Why not? I'll put some faux stitching all the way around it. Or maybe at least on the 3 sides. Maybe not the open side. That would be silly. Okay, and there you go. That added a little something. All right, that was fast, a fast, easy project. And this is the other one that I'm interested in. This is pretty. This is from, oh, this is from an Ideals magazine. And here you go. This is another example of sometimes you just have to choose. Do we want this with the lighthouse in the corner here, with all the bright, beautiful flowers, or do we want this? And I have actually already chosen. I knew that that was back there, and I've already chosen, sides, and I've picked this one. And again, I don't see, unless it would be a little, you know, sentiment of some type, and I'm not feeling it right now. I just want to make the pocket and have it ready and insert it into the journal, and before we know it, we're going to have enough pockets and belly bands and such to go ahead and sew our signatures in. All right. We're going to put our thumb on the side that's not getting glued. I saw people talking about adhesives today, about your favorite adhesives. And some people are very opinionated about the types of adhesives that they use. And I guess we all are. But I like them all. I like to use Fabri-Tac for, you know, for fibers. I like to use glitter glue for details, this art glitter glue. I like to use Aleene's. I use Aleene's tacky glue for, you know, like larger projects that are going to take up, they're going to take up a lot of glue because it's a little, you know, less expensive than some of the other stuff. And what is that? Oh, and we know that this is my favorite glue stick, Avery. I use that a lot. Some people, there's a lot of people that will not use a glue stick. They do not trust them, but I have never had problems with, you know, with that glue stick for any reason. So, if you are a crafter, and I know a lot of you are, most of you are, if you are a junk journaler or a crafter and use adhesives, what are your favorite? What are the ones that you keep close at hand? I don't like to be out of any of them. But I think the one that I would hate to be out of the most is I guess, glue stick. I don't know. And art glitter glue. Art glitter glue, like during, you know, for collaging, when I do collaging, I use my glue stick. But I want, for the details, for the finer parts, I don't want to be spreading that glue stick around. I want to use my art glitter glue for the parts that didn't, you know, the parts that you didn't glue down well enough, or, you know, doing the top-down method, the parts that, you know, never saw any glue on them, you know, that kind of thing. I like to have my art glitter glue for the details, and it just makes things easier. It's a nice small stream. You're not using an excessive amount of glue. So if you have opinions, tell us what they are in the comments. What are your opinions on your favorite adhesives? I hardly ever use tape, you know, the double-sided tape, only because I never do. A lot of people don't use art glitter glue because they think that it leaves your page lumpy, but I don't think so. You know, it does have water. I'm not going to say it doesn't have some water in it, but it's not like, can you see? I don't see, you know, anything that's going to be much of a problem. And by the time it dries, it's even, you know, even less of a thing than it is right now. So those are the Fabri-Tac junkies. Fabri-Tac kids that use Fabri-Tac only because white glues make them feel like their pages are lumpy. And they are a little bit, you can see. But this goes away. That goes away. Okay, so there's our 2 pockets. Let me make a big hinge here. I'll just use this. This is a scrapbook paper scrap. And then we can find a place to put them. Let me do this a little bit. Okay, super sized. Super sized pocket. 2, 3. No, I'm not going to put the buffalo down yet. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with buffalo. It may end up being a floating pocket. I don't know. It depends on what else I find for that spread. That spread is speaking to me. Okay, this also is from that same encyclopedia, so I might not put it in that signature. The frog. Where else? Oh. Huh. The frog might look good on the black page. Either one of these might look good on the black page. Let's put this one on the black page. It'll cover up the tape without having to use paint or something. Washi tape or something. Okay, so this is going to be you. I didn't think I was going to like that black paper, but I like that. Okay, and for the frog. This very large these very large pieces just still kind of crack me up. Leaves of Gold. Is that a nice page for you? I don't know if this is... Anyway, Leaves of Gold. The paper is very nice. A life spent in brushing clothes and washing crockery, sweeping floors, a life which is proud of the earth, would be treated as dust under their feet. Okay, I don't know what all that is all about, politically or spiritually or anything. And as long as it's not too offensive, it does talk about God. It talks about medieval times. All right, I don't think it's anything too offensive. So there's your spot. Laboring hours. Cheerful turn of long shadows. All right, if we decide to cover the words later, we will. All right, I'm going to cover both of those holes. The bottom two. All right, frog. Frog with faux stitching. I like that very much. And it looks good on that background. And the black one. This is going to cover up that tape, so we don't have to worry about it. Not that I was too overly worried, but I doubt I would have left it showing like that. But now we don't have to think about it, at least not on this side of the page. All right, this is not my, my normal method of operation. I have never used giant book pages in a journal before, but it's coming along. It's gaining its personality, and I'm feeling a little better about it. In the beginning, it was kind of hard to decide what the journal's personality was going to be like. All right. I don't know exactly where you came from. Maybe we'll put you here. Seems as good a place as any. Did I get both of you out of the same signature? Let's count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we put 10. All right, you're going to go in here. We're going to make sure before we sew things in that we have everything evenly distributed. Okay, and the black page. All right, Mozart. The Mozart Files. It's filling up. Let's take a look at Mozart. I do want to put some matte medium on that to dull any little shine. If I can see the reflection in the camera, I don't want it. This, I just love, I love the Ideals books. I have this beautiful matte finish. I love that so much. We can still do something on the black page. Oh, I just think that's so cute. And then more about Mozart. A frog. This is definitely gonna get covered up. It's cute, but it's not me. Love is in the air. Love is clowning around together. Someone hand wrote that in. Okay. All right, very good. I think that is going to do it today. I very likely will put this in off camera. So don't be surprised to see it somewhere. And I do want to thank all of you for stopping by today and hanging out with me in the art room for just a bit. And I hope that you are journaling along or considering journaling along. And I'll say goodbye for now and we'll see you real soon.